let's talk about Jimmy Garoppolo too, because it's not 100% Kyle Shanahan. As we saw, he dialed up that beautiful throw to Christian McCaffrey in the first quarter. It was 3rd and long. Christian McCaffrey motioned out of the backfield, ran a route like he was going to run a quick out route, cut it upfield. He was wide open. Great route, great call. Should have been a touchdown. And Jimmy Garoppolo just missed it by about 5 to 10 yards. And you've talked about this. It's like these throws are a total waste. He just can't hit him. I mean, what did you think when they called that, when he missed that?
What happens is whenever he's, let's say, a bomb, a long pass, I actually sort of giggle because I know it's not going to be completed. And Jimmy, he doesn't actually throw it. He heaves it.
He heaves it. He puts everything he's got into it.
He does. He means well. He heaves it. He does not have a long game. Having said that, neither did Joe Montana. On the other hand, this kid isn't Joe Montana. Steve had a long game. Joe didn't. But Joe had everything else. He didn't. He was great.
Yeah.
Jimmy isn't at that level. But whenever they ask him to throw one of those long passes, like Al Davis would ask, Stabler or any of his Raiders quarterbacks, this kid can't do it.
No, he can't. So there was that play, but there was another play I saw that is troubling to me. And I think this is why I question Jimmy's ability to win a Super Bowl. If he could hit these throws, I think he would have won Super Bowls already. But the fact that, first of all, he missed the one to McCaffrey, and he turns down wide open throws like this that I'm going to show you. This is why I still feel like he's the same Jimmy, even though it's nice that he's not throwing the interceptions anymore. Let's take a look at the videotape. Okay, here he is. Let's start from the beginning. Now, what you need to know is this is the third quarter. The Niners are up 10-0. It's 3rd and 3. Pre-snap, Jimmy Garoppolo's looking around. Looks like aggressive man-to-man coverage. All these corners right in the guy's face. There's one safety deep. This is a very disrespectful coverage. And it's not disrespecting Ayuk, but basically Ayuk's one-on-one. They're disrespecting Jimmy Garoppolo.
Show us where Ayuk is.
Ayuk is at the bottom of the screen, one-on-one against a cornerback, and there's no safety help. There's just one safety in the middle of the field because they don't think Jimmy is even going to throw that. Andy Dalton, if he was the quarterback, would say, Brandon Ayuk's one-on-one. I don't care what the play is, I'm throwing to him. Most quarterbacks would take this. Colin Kaepernick, Alex Smith. Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't. He will, because look what Ayuk, he's going to run deep and get open with no safety help. But look where he's outside. Jimmy's not going to throw this, ever. He's open. He should have seen it. He should have went to the matchup pre-snap. Instead, he throws this pass. It gets intercepted. It doesn't count. It comes back. But Steve Young, Joe Montana, you want this matchup. And the only reason they're giving it to you is because they're disrespecting the quarterback. Oh, he won't throw it. And he won't. He's open. He's open now. And he doesn't even look that way. He should be looking that way before the snap. So that's troubling to me about this is going to keep happening with Jimmy Garoppolo the rest of his career. It's the way he wants to play football. And when you get in the playoffs and you go against a defense that knows, I don't have to defend go routes on the outside, that's a problem.
Iggy, that could have been a touchdown play, right? There was
Absolutely.
No safety help.
No safety help. It would have been just Brandon Ayuk one-on-one against the safety when he finally got there. And if Brandon Ayuk beat them, then it'd be a touchdown or a 50-yard gain. How do you not go for that? I don't know.
Right. Even Alex Smith would have.
Most aggressive quarterbacks say, one-on-one, great. Brandon Ayuk is really good, Dad. Really good. A coach emailed me today saying if he had a better quarterback, saying Brandon Ayuk reminds me of Torrey Holt. I don't know if you remember Torrey Holt. But Torrey Holt, he was with the Rams with Kurt Warner and Isaac Bruce. He was great. He would put up 1,600 yards a year. He would get down the field. Brandon Ayuk has that kind of ability, but they don't go to him enough. They don't go to him down the field. He has to run slants and stuff.
Right, and let's be clear. If they had Trey Lance, the possibility is that he would have taken. Now, again, I don't want to get into that whole thing,
right.
But the possibility is, and probably what Kyle understood, he would have attempted that throw.
Well, maybe not, because Kyle could have said, I want you to throw to Ray McLeod on this, right? Because it's 3rd and 3. And seriously, it's 3rd and 3, and the design of the play is, I think, a rub route to get the crossing route open and get a few yards. Great. But you look at the defense, and they're all They're all trying to take away the underneath stuff because Jimmy's your quarterback, and they're daring you to throw it deep because Jimmy's your quarterback. And Brandon Ayuk's one-on-one. It's fair for the quarterback to be like, you know what? Screw your primary receiver, Kyle. I'm going with my one-on-one matchup. And the coach should say, good, that's a good decision. I like it. Trust Brandon Ayuk.
Whereas Kyle might say, why did you do that?
Why'd you do that? And again, he threw the interception, but there was a pass interference. You know, it worked out. But I just feel like Jimmy will never throw that ball. And so what's the point of Ayuk even running the route? And that's the problem with this team. You get a lot of guys being like, all right, well, here I go. I'm not going to get the ball, but I'll run the route. And that's not a good way to run offense.
Ayuk certainly was eager to get the ball on that.
Yeah, and he jumped around when he didn't get it.
He jumped around, yeah.
Yeah, he should have got the ball. What the hell do you want from him? One-on-one, he wins, touchdown. Oh, you didn't want that? Oh, my God. Okay. All right, well.
And Iggy, that coverage was really, it was just against the run. It was really disrespectful to the passing game.
Yeah, I mean, yes, absolutely. Usually when it's third down, teams will put 2 safeties deep because they know you're passing, and there's a lot of good quarterbacks in the league, and if you only put one guy deep, you could get burned. But Jimmy doesn't even want to throw down the field, so why would you? I mean, really, you should never have 2 safeties deep against Jimmy, ever. You should always have as many defenders close to the line of scrimmage as possible because you know that's where he wants to throw. You do. He will turn down open receivers down the sideline. Like there.
You know what I have to say?
What?
You're a hater.
I'm a hater. All right. So I think those are the big reasons why the Niners offense isn't scoring as many points. Also, them trying to use Christian McCaffrey as a short yardage back has been kind of funny, but I think maybe they'll stop doing that. That's the last one. I mean, maybe they'll stop now because he's hurt a little bit. I don't know.